So hello everyone, my name is Ricky and I will be making guide videos and also entertainment videos on Tower of Fantasy and Genshin. Yes, and Genshin also. And in future I might play and make videos about other similar gacha games like Zenless Zone Zero, another game by Hoyoverse after Genshin. So if you are interested in this type of content, consider subscribing and turning on the bell notification so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. So why am I saying that a Frigg banner is a trap? Before I discuss that, we have to understand some properties of the elements itself. And I also want to make something very clear. Purpose of this video is not about how bad Frigg is, because Frigg is not bad. Frigg is good. If you like Frigg, if you like her character design and if you like the playstyle, go ahead and take Frigg. If you enjoy playing Frigg, you can pull for her. And whatever I'm trying to say here does not apply to you, because the most important thing is enjoying the game. So if you enjoy playing Frigg, this does not apply to you, and I'm not saying Frigg is bad. So let's first understand the element's properties first. Then we will talk about why I am saying that Frigg banner is a trap. So if you can see, first we got Volt. Volt is an element which says that it paralyzes whenever you have fully charged weapon, deals a damage, and then target can't receive any buff for 6 seconds. So one important difference in these 4 elements, that is Volt, Frost, Flame and Physical, is that they are divided in 2 categories: support and DPS or main damage dealer. If you have read the descriptions of the elements, it should be obvious to you by now, but I'm still going to explain to you quickly that what I am talking about here. So as I explained, this weapon's element, which is Volt, actually paralyzes and debuffs the enemy. So that's the main purpose of Volt element. So you can say that this Volt element is a support element. And if we go to Ice element, Frost, fully charged weapon will freeze the target for 2 seconds and leave it frostbitten for 6 seconds. Breaking the ice shell causes additional damage, while frostbitten the target's weapon charge rate is reduced. So this is clearly a CC skill. So the ice element itself is a support CC element. Okay. But after we go to Flame, we can see Flame has a property of burning. So target on fire 8 seconds with the next attack, causing ongoing damage of attack every second. Ignited targets receive 50% efficacy from healing. So the Flame also decreases healing of the target and also deals damage. So you can see now this Flame also deals damage in 8 seconds. So we can clearly see that this element itself is designed to deal damage and decrease the healing. Now if we go to the physical element, which is this one, it says fully charged weapon will inflict damage equal to this percentage of attack with the next attack and make the target grievous for 7 seconds, taking 20% damage. So this element, you can understand that this element is itself designed to be a DPS element. It flat out increases your damage output by 20% for 7 seconds, and you also get this extra damage. So now we can understand these 4 elements that we have in the game. 2 of them are support elements and 2 of them are DPS elements. So now let's talk about why I am saying that Frigg banner was a trap. So as I explained earlier, Frost is a support element, but Frigg is a DPS weapon. As you can see, DPS. So Frigg is a DPS weapon. So after the recent update news, we can assume that Claudia is coming in the next banner. If you have not watched that video, go check it out. I have given the link to that video in this video's description box. So Claudia is a physical element DPS. As I will show you right here, Claudia. For now it's CN exclusive, but we can say that Claudia is the next banner coming globally from the official video they just dropped. Tower of Fantasy official video. So Claudia is a DPS weapon of physical element. So if you just compare these two, which one is more valuable than others? Frigg is a DPS weapon with support element, or Claudia a DPS weapon with DPS element. So in my opinion, it would be more valuable to spend my F2P Dark Crystals on Claudia than on Frigg if I want a better DPS option. But as I said earlier, this doesn't apply to you if you love playing Frigg, or if you love the character design of Frigg, you can go for Frigg. But for me, I just want the most value out of the DPS weapon that I will pull for, because I am F2P and I can't spend too much. So I need to direct my limited resources, that are the Dark Crystals, towards that DPS which is more valuable. And in my opinion, a DPS weapon with a DPS element is more valuable than a DPS weapon with a support element. Now I want to talk about something that is called elemental resonance. If you have noticed the pattern, all the limited banner weapons that are being released as of now, one by one, have this elemental resonance, which is a straight boost to your damage if you have two weapons of the same element. So I will show you what I am talking about. This, if you go to the CN version, we don't have it in global yet, but if you go to the CN version, you can see physical resonance. So we have Frigg, which has the frost resonance in global, but if you go to China, you will see that Frigg did not have that frost resonance. So we can see the pattern here. Every element, these four elements, they are coming out, and every weapon in the limited banner with different element have these different elements resonance in them. So we can assume that if Nemesis, the first banner, had the volt resonance, and Frigg, the second banner, which was not the second banner in China, which did not have the frozen resonance, and now when it was in global it had the frost resonance, we can assume that if Claudia is the next banner from the live stream, I'm sorry, not live stream, from the official video, then Claudia will also have the physical resonance, which as you can see in CN version, Claudia doesn't have that physical resonance, but Lyra, this physical DPS or support has this physical resonance, which straight up increases your damage, the physical element damage and resistance. So this is very valuable. So if I am targeting physical DPS with physical element DPS element and also have a physical resonance, so this becomes much more valuable than Frigg, in my opinion. Another thing to keep in mind, and this is very important, that is, we have 4 elements in global, and if all the starting 4 limited banner weapons are the only one who will be getting this resonance, and the other weapons in limited banner after this won't have this resonance, this means if you want to main a physical or flame team, you will be losing out on free damage that these weapons provide on the respective elements. So what I mean by this is, if Claudia is coming and Claudia also have this physical resonance, and if we assume that Lyra will also come, but in global Claudia is going to have the physical resonance, and when Lyra comes she will not have the physical resonance, but that means we also are getting a physical element weapon which does not have the physical resonance. So if we want to main the physical element, we should have this extra physical resonance, sorry, what am I doing, this thing to increase our damage. So if you want to main a physical element or a flame element, you should have one weapon which has this flame resonance or physical resonance. So for CN, this weapon has the physical resonance, but for global we can assume that Claudia is going to have the physical resonance. So if you want to main physical, you should have this resonance on one weapon. That means in turn you should have Claudia. So in future, if other weapons don't have this physical resonance and only these 4 limited banner which are coming at first of the game in global have this, so it becomes very, like, what to say, important to get these weapons if you want to maximize your damage. But if you don't care about this extra damage, then you can go for any other physical weapon that's coming in the future. So it's up to you. Like, I would be pulling for this because I would want to maximize my damage, but it's also obviously up to you at the end of the day. So I hope this video was able to provide you with some helpful information. If you didn't understand anything, just play the video backwards and listen to it again. I tried to make it as understandable as possible, but if it felt confusing, then watch this video again. I think you will be able to understand. So if you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification, and I will meet you in the next video.